This shit orange.
Nah, both of y'all niggas are tripping.
It's red, pink, and that's it. The
Okay.
other two don't matter.
If you say so, nigga. Alright. I like what that fucking 50 Cent did last time, nigga. It put me in a good little vibe. I'm gonna do it again.
Play different.
No, that's not even the intro. It's this one. I like that one.
No, I don't like that.
You tripping.
Play
No, I like this one. You got the song plus last time.
Ooh.
We back. Say what? What you mean? This nigga.
some fabulous, some happiness, some shit.
We back. Hope that shit's not
You
too
know how when
loud.
you first meet a New York nigga, they always bring up papoose off the jump?
No,
They do.
You didn't do that. You from New York.
Because I don't like papoose like that.
First thing you said was, why the fuck you? Shut up, bitch. Alright, y'all, we back. This is episode 21 of the Insensitive Podcast. Welcome back, everybody. We appreciate you coming back. If you're listening to us again, I am P. Oh, this nigga would have died as soon as this shit started. It's your boy P. To my right is my nigga Brandon. And to the right of him, let me see him. Hold on. Let me put it up. It's my nigga Ryan. We got a guest today. We had a guest on a couple episodes. Our boy Ryan is here with us today. Make sure the levels look good. Everything look good, man. Welcome, man. Appreciate you coming, bro. For real, man.
Man, fuck you.
Anytime, bro.
That's fucked up. But nah, this is episode 21 of the Insensitive Podcast. We've been rolling every single week, 21 straight weeks, my nigga. What the fuck is y'all doing? Keep up. Keep up. Keep up.
Well, if you knock the computer on today, fuck you, damn podcast.
But nah, this is episode 21. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on SoundCloud. Like this video on YouTube. I always say it every week. The audio will go up every Tuesday on SoundCloud and Apple Music. The video will go up on YouTube every Wednesday. Like I said, subscribe on YouTube, follow us on SoundCloud, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Last couple episodes been good, bro. Like for real.
We got some pretty good content. I feel
especially on the Let's Talk segment, bro. And I want to shout out. That's my shout out for today. I'm gonna do it early. It's this nigga Brandon right here because he done came up with a lot of good shit for the Why this nigga looking like that? I'm serious, nigga. He done came up with a lot of good shit for the What's this shit called? The Let's Talk segment. So yeah,
I just feel like it's stuff that y'all should know and kind of starting to understand as far as when you go into that kind of stuff. We don't need to be talking about funny shit or other kind of shit like that.
We do, but
I'm saying not like unrelated stuff, like funny shit and shit all the time. We could be
sometimes we gotta talk about serious shit. But nah, so shout out Brandon for real because he done came up with a lot of good shit for the Let's Talk segment. I wanted to say that. So check out the last couple episodes if you haven't seen them. We've been having some really good talks on the Let's Talk segment. What we talked about last week? What was it last week? Fuck, I forgot. Damn, that's
negative
fucking
people.
terrible. Yeah, we talked about negative people last week. The week before that, we were talking about like I think it was money talks. What was we talking about?
Yeah, money talks.
But what was we talking about though? Damn, that's fucking terrible.
You talking about money talks?
We've been doing so many episodes.
Yeah, nigga, I was here, nigga.
He was here. But now we talked about a lot of good shit, man. About like saving your money and like doing the smart shit with your money and trying to stay business savvy and shit like that. And we gonna try to keep it. I'm gonna turn that shit off. But we gonna try to keep that shit rolling on the Let's Talk segment. Yeah, we gotta do the guest tradition. Me and Ryan gonna do that in just a second. Let me do a quick episode rundown real quick because we got a lot of shit to talk about today. So we want to run through all this shit. We gonna start with the music segment. Then we gonna jump to entertainment after that. We got some stuff for what's trending. We got one thing to talk about outside of the what's trending segment, and then Brandon has something for the shout out. We got a lot of shit to talk about with sports. We got that Colin Kaepernick shit to talk about. That Myles Garrett versus Mason Rudoplh shit. We gonna talk about that. Then we gonna do the Let's Talk segment after that. No Q&A this week. And then after that, we will close out. And I already turned the music off, so we good. But we gonna do the guest tradition. We got a guest here. Brandon ain't gonna take a shot today because he's a hoe.
He pregnant.
It's all good. He pregnant. He already know we fucking with him. But we be right back. Y'all talk, man. Talk. Say something.
Yeah, man.
Explain why you're not a hoe.
Say what?
I'm not a hoe because
I gotta get Ryan the Patron.
Hey. Bro, that's the only thing you got?
No, I got that Ciroc. You want Ciroc?
No, I don't want anything.
Why you asking?
Right.
You know what? Fuck it. I asked. That means I gotta get it.
Alright, bet. Cool.
You gotta take a Patron then, nigga. We all take a Patron.
Fuck it. Take it.
Let's see.
I had it in my hand too. Look. The airspace, y'all. Come on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. You know.
Tell us, bro.
Fresh off work, man. I'm tired. You know. Just tired. Another day.
Yeah, me and you both, man. I had to work all day.
Let's not sound dull, gentlemen. Let's keep a good energy today. We got a lot of good shit to talk about.
All right, it's gonna be interesting today. Past couple weeks been pretty interesting. I feel like. All right.
My niggas. Appreciate y'all. Oh yeah, you forgot him.
My boy.
It's the Patron.
Sheesh.
Fuck.
I had to chase that with the little Corona.
What the fuck? Did you fart at the same time? You heard that shit.
Yo,
You heard that shit.
I did it.
Oh, man. That's crazy.
Bro, I think he burned a hole in that couch, bro.
Yo, y'all niggas are stupid.
That went down smooth.
That's fucking funny.
Not for me. Shit.
I'm really glad y'all did not see me take that shot. Oh, fuck. Hold on, I gotta recover, nigga. Oh shit.
We appreciate y'all fucking with us, man. For real, we 20 weeks strong, 21 weeks strong, just like he said. For y'all to be fucking with us this long, we really appreciate it. We're gonna tell you week by week. We're gonna get tired of telling y'all. Please leave comments, anything that you think you need us to improve on, anything, feedback, positive, negative, it don't matter. Just drop it in the comments and email, it don't matter. Text.
Yeah.
Just give us some feedback on what you want to see, what you want us to elaborate more on. We appreciate everything.
And shout out my nigga Derek too at work, because he was talking to me last week. He was like, "Yo, your shit is like official, bro. Like, y'all niggas really on it with that shit. We appreciate that shit, Derek. I'm really trying to recover because of that shot, so I'm trying to slow down because that shit really got me. But we gonna start.
Shout out to Derek though, for real.
Yeah,
man.
shout out Derek, man. We appreciate that shit, bro, because you've been really listening, and our nigga Chris too, because he been
Chris too.
Chris and Derek, they've been some consistent listeners. We should try to get Derek on here. Derek, if you trying to get on here, let me know, my nigga. Cause you'll come with a lot of good shit. You know what the fuck going on in music and all that
Who's
shit.
Derek?
He work with me.
That's the one that's like Anthony?
Yeah, he sounds just like our nigga Anthony, yeah, cause he a New York nigga. But let's get into it. We 7 minutes in, so we gonna start in music. First thing we got here. We talked about Drake last week. He got booed at Tyler the Creator's Camp Flog Gnaw, and you know what I just realized?
What?
Flog Gnaw is golf wang backwards. You know his little golf wang shit. I don't know if they bred it. Yeah, well, that's just like clothes a lot of shit. Like it's just it's golf wang backwards. So we talked about Drake getting booed last week at Camp Flog Gnaw. He responded the day after. Of course, we couldn't talk about it because we recorded the day before. He posted on Instagram. He said, "Plot twist. I just signed a 10-year residency at Camp Flog Gnaw. Sorry, kids. See you every single year till you motherfuckers are 30, you bitch-ass niggas. Don't ever boo a nigga like me a day in your motherfucking life." He did not say all that. He stopped that. He stopped that. Sticker always play. He stopped that. See you every single year till you guys are 30. So just a little quick Drake troll. I don't think he will. I mean, I think he said it humbled him too, because to me, like we said it last week, we ain't gonna talk about this shit too long because we already talked about it. I'm not finna go up there and boo Drake. He's one of the biggest artists, if not the biggest artist in music right now. But that is a whole different crowd that was at that Camp Flog Gnaw shit. So shit happens, man. I don't think Drake took it too personal. Of course, he put this up, but he's just trolling. And I read Tyler the Creator's tweets last week of how upset he was with his fans. So Drake did respond if y'all didn't see that. And then the next thing we got here, we talked about last week, Dave East, he took Kodak Black off his album. We're going to talk about Kodak Black in a minute. He took Kodak Black off his album because of comments. What the fuck is
That's funny.
Cause I see how much he sold.
That was a rumor, bro. That wasn't real.
So he didn't sell 3,000?
No, he sold like 23, I think.
23,000?
23K, yeah.
Okay, so Dave East's Survival album. Derek, I did not listen to that shit yet if you want it, because you did tell me to listen to that shit. I did not listen to it yet, but I'm going to get to it. But Dave East, he released his album, Survival. I saw the rumor that he sold 3,000, but Ryan's saying that that's not true, so I don't know. But Dave East, he did an interview with Big Boy's Neighborhood. He responded and about the Kodak Black situation. This is what he said.
I wanted to address that too, because I see it all over the internet. Yeah. I don't have a problem with Kodak. Okay. Personally, I don't even know him like that. We met maybe twice. I made a XXL cover with him. We was on that together. But me and Nick was, like I said, when you asked me, it was deeper than rap. So anybody, I don't care who it might have been. You know what I mean? Like, don't speak on that man after that man gone if it's not in a good light. Don't speak on that man, woman, that man, kids. Don't bring that man up. That's just my opinion on it. He take it how he want to take it. But I had a record. It was actually Night Shift. I had a little baby on it, and Kodak put a verse on it, and just sitting back listening to it. It was dope. But I just couldn't have a song called "A Marathon Continue." Right. Where I'm talking to my brother, and he's on it, and then a few songs before that, you know. That's just me, man. I'm a loyal dude. I'm real. I don't.
First of all, I didn't even know them niggas was cool like that. Him and Nipsey. I didn't know Kodak Black and Nipsey had a relationship like that. But yeah, so that's what he said.
Dave Eason.
Dave
Eason.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Not Kodak Black. Dave Eason. Fucking Nipsey Hussle. I didn't know they had a relationship like that. But that's what Davey said. And we spoke about Kodak Black last week. Like I said, I'm gonna check out that Davies album. I don't think you heard it. You listen to Davies. I don't think anybody really listens to Davies like that we know. It's just niggas. It's really niggas up north. I know Derek. That's why you fuck with it too, because you you a New York nigga, bro. You New York to the day you motherfucking die. So that's how. I'm serious. That's artists like that, like artists like Dave East. New York niggas are gonna fuck with artists like Davies. I'm not to say that niggas from the South don't fuck with him, but I just haven't.
There's niggas down here that do fuck with him, though.
There is niggas that down, but a lot of the niggas is from New York, from what I've seen. From what Brandon from New York. Yeah, from the most part, yeah. But Davies can rap. I know the nigga can rap though. But so yeah, we talked about Kodak last week too. His sentencing was the day after we recorded, and he was finally sentenced. Where the fuck is this shit at? Damn, I lost my photos, but here it is. So, Kodak Black, he got sentenced to 46 months in federal prison on weapons charges. Here's the article here. South Florida rapper Kodak Black sentenced to 46 months in prison Wednesday on weapons charges, far less than the maximum 10-year sentence that he could have received. The state asked for 46 to 57 months, while Black's lawyers had urged for 37 to 44 months or less, court records show. Kodak Black is only 22, y'all. He pleaded guilty in August to lying on the background form when he purchased handguns at a weapons store in January, and again in March when he attempted, to buy more guns. Don't come over here, that shit gonna stink, nigga. Excuse me.
Bro, I'm finna, this nigga right here, bro.
He also ran into trouble during his stint behind bars while awaiting sentencing. During the court hearing, prosecutors revealed that Black had beat up a prison guard. And I have another thing here. It says Kodak Black reportedly hospitalized a corrections officer who now requires surgery. Kodak allegedly grabbed the officer's private parts and wouldn't let go. He said, "Give me that shit, nigga."
He ripped that nigga dick off?
Shit. He said that?
He didn't say that. He did.
Bro, stop doing that. I'm finna knock your fucking phone out of your head.
He didn't say that. But blah, blah, blah. The charges against Black were technical. Yeah, so Kodak is in jail for,
bro,
I want to say.
He grabbed a nigga shit?
Yeah, he grabbed a nigga's nuts, bro.
But think about it. If he's in surgery, like, god damn.
He grabbed that shit hard. It's like, why the fuck you grabbing a nigga nuts? Nigga, the fuck is wrong with you? That ain't no Florida shit. Do not say that's some Florida shit, y'all.
That's some
That ain't no Florida
shit.
Kodak
shit.
I ain't never done no shit like that.
I don't know.
And the judge told Kodak Black, young people do stupid things, but the problem is, nigga, you've been doing stupid things since you were 15. He didn't say nigga, of course, but he said you've been doing stupid things.
Bro, I'm finna...
Okay, we gonna be touched later here. And then a report came out later. Kodak is he's reportedly facing 2 30-year prison sentences after prosecutors have filed additional weapons charges. Prosecutors have charged Kodak with 2 felony counts of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. So, yeah, Kodak's on a lot of shit. One more thing. And then he posted on Instagram right after the news came out that he was facing charges. I think somebody probably put it up for him. But it's a picture of him in jail because he has been locked up. And he said, "Hold it down while I'm on lock," calling shots from the box, literally.
That's like that video. Remember with that girl? Hold it down, please.
Basically.
Blood.
So what y'all think about that, Kodak, man? What y'all think?
Just another young nigga, young dumb nigga, man. Like. But the thing about Kodak is, man, he ain't really been out that long, but the length that he has been out, he stayed in some shit. He just kind of remind me of Gucci. Just hopefully, like, when he do get out, he do change his life around. Kind of like Gucci did, in a sense, He settled down.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, hopefully he does. But, man, Kodak, man, like I said on here before, y'all, he needs the right people around him. I think it's going, and we also said it on here, too, it's going to take him to give a reality check to himself. He's going to have to tell himself, like, dog, I got to stop with this fuck shit. First of all, nigga, you losing out on money. You probably ain't gonna do the amount of time that you've been sentenced, but you still losing out on money.
He'll do about 12, 14 months.
But plus, on top of that, they trying to give him more charges with the shit that I just read as well. So ain't no telling how long.
That nigga got a good lawyer though, man. All that shit ain't gonna stick.
Yeah, but Kodak gonna have to, when he gets out, he's gonna have to surround himself with a bunch of different people. He's gonna definitely have to start making some smarter choices. This nigga's only 22 years old. He hasn't probably even lived half his life yet, bro. You gotta surround yourself with different people. I know a lot of niggas that come from where you come from, have that certain mindset of the mindset that he has. But you in the music business now, nigga. It's about making money. It's about business. It's about longevity. It's about all that type of shit. So you can't be doing this dumb shit and expect to keep putting money in your family's pocket. Because right now, like I say, you're losing money on this type of shit right here, bro. Well, I don't think
that's definitely true. He definitely losing.
He losing a lot of money right now. But I don't know. I'm gonna leave it to Brandon for the final say.
Just to piggyback on what they said.
He hate ignorant shit like we said last week. But
just to piggyback on what they said. I mean, when you're young, you do a lot of dumb shit. But I mean, the judge have a point. You're doing too much of it at one time. Like you doing too much, and the judge was being lenient in those previous times. They could have gave him more time and had him in there longer, but they were being lenient on him, expecting him to change. But of course, if you keep doing that and you don't see any change, what you expect them to do?
Right.
Of course, they're gonna find, and you putting yourself in that position to have other people pin other stuff on you too. They're having this other shit come up. That wasn't even part of the initial charges.
You right.
They want to find more shit on there so that you can
put it on top of
it.
Put it on top of it.
So, and you got to think about it. Like, if you black, man, and you young and you got money, they don't care about you.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
They don't care about you. You a target. They don't want you out here on the streets.
Definitely.
But to be honest, for right now, you don't need to be on the streets right now doing the shit that you doing, bro, because you fucking up. And it holds some grain of truth that you not abiding by what you know what the circumstances of your release was.
These niggas think they can do whatever they want because they rich niggas and they got a bunch of money. Just like I said with Future a million times. These niggas think they can do. Well, Future ain't in no bunch of legal trouble. That's the difference between that. But yeah, man. Hopefully Kodak he sits his ass down. That's what you do, nigga. You sit your ass down. So hopefully he fucking that's an inside joke with me and these niggas, but. Hopefully he learned his lesson, man. He's a young nigga, man. And I hate to see niggas from Florida, from where I'm from, go through shit like that. I've said it many times on here.
I hate to see young niggas, period, going through that.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, man, because, like, you know, a lot of people can't really say we don't know these days. Back in the day, you could say that. But nowadays, everybody got some type of way of knowing right from wrong, you know.
Yeah.
But he's old enough to do that.
He's old enough.
Yeah.
It's a decision that you make. And hopefully, like I said, like you said, P, hopefully he bounced back from it because he made great music. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, he does, and that's nothing. He does make great music. Because we haven't even talked about the music, and that's the fucked up part about this whole thing. It ain't even been about the music. It's just been about the dumb shit that you've been doing, Kodak. That's the whole thing. Not
what you best at.
That's the thing, exactly. That's the thing that's brought your name up and all this. It ain't even about your music because you do make great music, and that's the fucked up part about it. But yeah, so yeah, we gonna move on from Kodak. Speaking of somebody else who is locked up, we spoke about Tay-K on here before. Tay-K has been indicted for capital murder. Over his second murder charge stemming from April 2017. So he has been indicted for that shit because I know Brandon felt strongly about that shit and we talked about it on here. But he has been indicted for capital murder and I'm pretty sure his sentencing is coming soon. Somebody put free Tay-K. Niggas are so fucking stupid. Of course, right. Y'all niggas is fucking stupid. And I seen a lot of niggas saying the same shit with Kodak. Free Kodak. Kodak ain't do shit. Yes, the fuck he did. He did do something, niggas. Y'all niggas stop being ignorant and retarded. He did do something. He did do something stupid. He's out here being a dumb nigga. That's exactly what the fuck he's doing. He ain't do nothing. He out here being a dumb nigga doing dumb nigga shit. That's exactly what the fuck he's doing. These niggas don't need to be free. They need to sit their ass down and learn their fucking lesson. That's what they need to do. Y'all niggas. Nah, I'm being serious, bro.
Preaching, man.
But no, I'm just being serious though. But that's all we got for Tay-K. Next thing here. So yeah, we'll talk about his sentencing when that happens. XXXTentacion, of course, the rapper. He's also from Florida as well. Where's Tay-K from? Is Tay-K from Florida?
I think that nigga from Texas, somewhere out there.
Let me see. I want to see if I think Tay-K. No, he might not be from Florida.
If he from Texas, oh man, he ain't never know.
From Texas. He's from Texas.
He ain't never know.
Yeah, he's from Texas. But XXXTentacion, another rapper from my area, he was murdered in last year, June 2018. It was announced that his next album coming out, Bad Vibes Forever. It will be his last album to ever be released. So rest in peace, XXXTentacion. I've spoke highly of him, of all the quote unquote mumble rappers, he was the best one to me. I feel like his album 17 was a classic. If you haven't heard 17 by X, that's a classic album if you ask me.
That's the one with the question mark on the front?
No, that's the one before that. The one with Jocelyn Flores.
Oh yeah, that was a good album.
One with Jocelyn Flores on, but yeah. So yeah, the album coming up is gonna be his last album to ever be released. So I'll definitely check that out. The next thing we got here, Billboard released their list of the top 10 albums of the decade. I'm gonna read this list from 10 to 1, and we'll discuss it real quick. We ain't gonna spend too much time on it, cause of course this is Billboard, so you already know it's gonna be fucked up. Cause Billboard, they don't have their ear to the streets. It's just a bunch of white people in the fucking office.
So hold on, let me ask you something. Mm-hmm. So the decade from
2010 to now.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 10, Beyonce's album Beyonce. Number 9, Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City. Number 9. Number 8, Post Malone, Beer Pongs and Bentleys. Number 7, Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, The Heist. Number 6, Drake's Views is number 6. Number 5, J. Cole, 2014, Forest Hill Drive. Number 4, The Weeknd, Beauty Behind the Madness. Top 3. Number 3 is Eminem's Recovery. Number 2 is Post Malone, Stoney. And number 1 is Drake, Take Care.
AKA The Weeknd.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That is true. I don't even know why Views is in there. Views grew on me a little bit. Take Care definitely deserves to be in the top 5.
What is his top albums? What?
Top
of the decade.
Top R&B / hip hop albums of the decade. Good Kid, Mad City should be number 1. That's me. I feel like Good Kid, Mad City should be number 1. I'll name my top 3.
I agree.
Good Kid, Mad City number 1. Take Care number 2. Forest Hill Drive number 3. Out of all that they have in this list, that's my top 3.
That's why you my nigga, bro. I agree with that. I agree with that.
I don't fuck with any of this list. It's just stupid. It sounds stupid.
What?
Cause how are you gonna put these two totally different categories in this one?
What, R&B and hip hop?
I just can't. Like
you can't. But if you had to, that's
okay. But
the only
Good
R&B
Kid, Mad Kid City don't. It don't have any like fucking R&B and shit.
No,
like
they're just saying like R&B and
like,
hip hop.
Beyonce ain't got no rap in it.
I just feel like if you gonna compare them, put them in the same kind of category against match them up against it.
Yeah. You right.
What's your top album of the decade, Brandon?
I don't know, to be honest.
Good Kid, Mad City? Because I know you feel highly about that album.
That was a good album.
So what is that top album or Drake's Take Care? I know it's probably or Beauty Behind the Madness because you a Weeknd fan. That's your king.
Nah, Take Care was a pretty
That's
good
your
album.
king.
That's his king.
Wow.
I didn't say that, but I mean, you know, nah, stop. But nah, Take Care was a pretty good album, man.
Take Care.
What is missing? What is missing in here? I'm trying to think. What album? To Pimp a Butterfly is missing.
I agree. I definitely agree.
What Jay-Z come out with? 444 maybe.
Hell nah.
You don't think so?
I would say Magna Carta was better than 444.
J. Cole's album was placed too low though.
They put it number 5. 20 Forest Hill Drive number 5. Like I said,
put Eminem's over that.
They put Eminem's Recovery.
Eminem would be in my top 10.
I wouldn't put that. He's a good artist. I wouldn't deny that. He's a good artist, but I wouldn't.
Honestly, in my top 10, in my opinion, I would have to put one of Future albums on there.
Okay. That's
your Future and Hendrix, both of them was hard.
The person that posted this said, this is based off of Billboard charts, but that can't be true because Drake's Views sold more than all these albums. And Forest Hills Drive is over Views, so that can't be true. So I don't even know what the fuck this nigga's talking about. But yeah, so that's Billboard's top 10 albums of the decade. That's of course highly debatable. So we're gonna move on because we still got a lot of shit to talk about, and we still got some more shit for music. The next thing here, it was reported. I'm gonna just speak on this real quick because I don't want to get into too deep of a conversation about this nigga. But Kanye West, he did a Sunday service at Joel Osteen's church in Houston. Joel Osteen, he's been under a lot of fire throughout since I think that Houston flood where he didn't let people shelter in his church. What?
You right. No.
Yeah. He's been under a lot of fire for that Houston thing. I actually saw Joel Osteen with my mom. I only knew about Joel Osteen because my mom, but I saw him a couple years ago at when the Georgia Dome was still up. I saw him there. But a lot of people have been highly critical of everything he's done since that. And this is just another thing added to the list because he let Kanye come into the church. I mean, I don't know his relationship with Kanye. They may not have a relationship at all. I've never heard of Kanye and Joel Osteen doing anything together until Kanye did this gospel album. So you can make your own opinion from that. But I did see clips of the Sunday service, and he was literally on the stage that Joel Osteen is on every Sunday, and he was doing the Sunday service like he was really there.
It's all about money. It's all
You
about
said what was he doing?
Like, what was he doing?
Just doing the Sunday service shit he always does. And then they asked him, I had a clip, but I'm not even gonna play it. But they asked him, and
what was the
Kanye.
people's reception? So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Kanye was saying that his next focus is prison reform, which his wife Kim Kardashian has had a hand in. She has done a couple things in prison reform, and with President Trump as well. But I'm not gonna speak too much about this. But it is skeptical. I don't know Joel Osteen's relationship with Kanye, like I said, but I don't think this happens at all if Kanye doesn't put this quote unquote gospel album out. I don't think this happens at all. So I don't know.
I personally don't think it happens at all if Kanye never went broke. In my opinion.
Why you say that?
Because, like I said,
he did say he was in debt in the interview. Yeah, he did say he was in debt.
And like I said, man, I feel like he knows.
But what's your correlation with him being broke into this?
Well, he has to go back. Like, he has to backtrack on what he said about Donald Trump and everything. And, he has to win back
Black
what
people.
he know.
Yeah.
What he knows is black people.
Yeah.
He's black.
I said that a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
So, shit, yeah. I feel like he's going after that's really deep down. It's a ploy. But, I could be wrong, but I don't know. I mean, it just seems like it is. Because Kanye, just to come out of nowhere, just a year ago, you was making a song, I'm a sick fuck, I like the quick fuck, And then a year later, I'm not saying nobody can't change.
He said something about that too. He said something literally
about
that.
Nobody can't change, but, it's really you got to really think about, you might be at the church of Joel Osteen, but what's the true reason why you're doing it?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel
if money is the root of why you're doing the thing, I don't really feel like that's
a lot of people think that Joel Osteen is money hungry for.
He is. Think about what he said about the people that were flooded out in Houston. He didn't allow them to come into his church.
And then he did after he got
scrutinized. He did it. Yeah. So just like in this instance, you never know. He could get scrutinized about hanging with Kanye and rubbing shoulders with Kanye and shit. He could be like, you know what, Kanye, I'm gonna distance myself from you. After he gets scrutinized, sometimes when people get scrutinised, they flip.
Yeah.
But
I feel like Kanye's done that a lot.
And I feel, I just feel like a lot of this stuff is definitely money related, and hey.
Yeah, I feel you. I don't know if you got anything to say because you ain't say nothing.
Not really. I don't really.
You don't give a fuck about either one. I feel you. I wanted that shit to be quick anyway. And then also it has been reported. Kanye put a tweet out today, and he had a picture with Dr. Dre in the studio. He put Ye and Dre, Jesus is King Part 2 coming soon. And, he could be trolling because this nigga just says shit and then he doesn't. He says shit and then nothing happens. So he could just be trolling. But he did say, Ye and Dre, Jesus is King Part 2 coming soon. So that's all I got to say about Kanye.
When? He didn't say?
That's all he said, coming soon. He put the tweet out earlier today, I believe. Wow. And then next thing we got here. So I told Brandon to listen to this album because it's been a highly anticipated album. I'm not a big Tory Lanez fan.
I'm not either.
I do like songs from Tory Lanez, but I want to say this right now. I'm not a huge Tory Lanez fan. I fuck with some of his songs. That song "Why Don't You Love Me" is probably one of my favorite songs that I heard last year that came out. That's a dope ass song. He came out with his 5th installment of his Chixtape series, Chixtape 5. It is expected to sell 75,000 copies first week, and so I listened to it. And let me go through the track list here.
It don't matter what track you pick. It's all going to be there.
A lot of people, I see people on social media talking about it. Oh, he's the remake king. Cause I thought that this was something that maybe he did on every Chixtape. But apparently that's not the case. So on this album, almost every song is a remake. And the remake, he features the artist that made the original song. So he got a song with Jagged Edge. He got this shit with Snoop Dogg. Of course, you know that beat.
Okay. Well, listen.
Hold up. He got one with Ludacris. Ludacris is featured on it.
Well, let me say this.
Let me play a couple more. I don't mean to cut you off. I'm going to play a couple more. And then this is the one that everybody's fucking with. T-Pain. All remakes.
I heard this one.
He got one Trey Songz. I Can't Help But Wait. This is how the song starts. I Can't Help But Wait. Trey Songz. Let me go to another one. Lloyd with Lil Wayne. He features Lloyd and Lil Wayne on this song. Mario. I Can Feel Your Heart Crying Out For Me. Mario's featured on this song. Almost every single song on the album is like this. I think there's a couple that's not like that. Go ahead, Ryan.
But I would say, you know, that's the one thing that kind of makes him stand out from everybody else because, yeah, he's on making remakes of everybody's song, but.
And that Brandon said that he does that, so he does that a lot. He does that often.
But I would say one thing about another artist that kind of in the same category, Chris Brown. Think about the last 2-3 years, Chris Brown songs that have came out. They have all been remakes. You know,
what songs have been remakes that he made? What songs?
Really?
No, yeah, what songs?
She Ain't You, man, it's a lot of songs. Just
okay, that's cool.
But listen,
this whole project is like the entire project is like that.
What? This is what I say is smart about him. He's smart about this situation because he's thinking marketably. The young crowd, a lot of these young generations don't know that Lloyd made that old song or Jagged Edge made this old song or Ludacris did this. They just think, oh, it's Tory Lanez featuring Ludacris when it's really not.
Right.
But he's marketing for the young generation, which is very smart if you're trying to make millions in the rap game / singing game, R&B game.
I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one, but I'm not.
And then you also got to look at it like this. He the type of dude that make music for the women. What J. Cole said, if the hoes like it, then I love it. He said that, so I mean,
that's cool and all, but I don't want to. I don't want to hear an entire project of remakes. That's the entire. Okay, cool. Okay. And then there's another thing about Tory Lanez. When he sings, he sounds like a female. Like he literally sounds like a female with some of the shit. Nigga. I don't want to hear a project, and I'll say this too. A lot of the beats were hard, so because a lot of some of the samples came up, like I just played. Some of the samples came up in the first like 10 seconds of the song, and the beat switched up. A lot of the beats were hard.
I mean, he just slowed it down and looped that shit.
There's a couple songs I like.
He had some talent. He was singing. I mean, it ain't like
he sounds like a female when he say. I like when he raps.
It's a lot of rap. It's a lot of R&B niggas that sound like females, but
not like that. Not like that because I knew somebody was gonna say that. Not like that. No. But like I said, I fuck with Tory Lanez. But just this project here, like I said, I initially thought that maybe he did this on all the Chixtapes, but apparently that's not true. But he does do this remake shit. Jacquees is the remake. Jacquees is the remake king. I mean, he's the fucking remake king. He remakes everybody fucking songs.
Fuck Jacquees. He ain't shit in the rap.
I don't listen to Jacquees.
I don't care what he try to say. He the king of. He ain't the king of shit. But anyways, back to Tory Lanez though. Like I mean, like I said, this might be just like you said. He don't do this on every mix, Chinks, whatever it's called.
Chixtape,
right?
Yeah.
Last time I did check, Ashanti was on the cover of that shit.
So, she's on here. She's featured on here on the song.
It's for the women. It's for the women,
feel you.
Bro.
Okay, I'll give you that. If that's the case, I'll give you that. But that just is not for me. I'll just say that. I don't fuck. I'm not gonna listen to a project
it's not for me
of all.
Either, but if I'm kicking it with a female,
you'll put it on.
Put that on my Spotify.
I feel because there's a couple songs. There's a couple songs on here that I feel. Brandon listened to it too. You ain't say nothing, nigga. You listen to it. What you think? Because you listen to it.
Yeah. I mean, I just think his credibility as an artist is not there to me. As far as I'm listening to what I'm gonna say, damn, bro. So I feel like I'm agreeing with Ryan as far as business choice wise and marketing the album. Fine, he made a good choice, but it's not. At the end of the day, these older artists, they're helping you facilitate you getting sales on this album because he's basing it off of those old hits. That's why he's putting them on the album.
And it probably took.
I'm not done yet. Because I'll let y'all both talk. So let me.
Okay.
So
you're right.
I'm not saying I disagree with Ryan because at the end of the day, if it sells to women, it's a hit. It don't matter. For me, just like he's saying, I wouldn't really mess with it as far as that because I feel like this is kind of the same situation with Logic and his beats. How he be doing his beats and shit like that. It sound too similar. But listen,
he don't remake songs like this.
So I know Tory does this quite a bit. I know he does it and he remixes.
Tory's no different than we go out tonight. We go to Buckhead Bar or something. Buckhead Saloon. It's somebody in there with a guitar and they own band covering Metallica or some rock music or anything.
That's
like
fine, but they don't.
He's basically like
it's not original, bro.
That's
not original.
But he's not. They're not basing.
They still make money. But Tory Lanez is a mainstream artist right now. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if men don't like it because, like I said, if the women like it, it's gonna sell.
Okay,
that's number one.
Right,
and not only do the women like it, the kids like it.
That's cool.
It's gonna sell. We don't have to like it.
That's fine. I'm not
saying any of that. Like I said that first. I said that if he makes it for women, that's cool. But I'm saying as credibility wise,
because he's remaking somebody's song.
Right, and of course it's gonna be from a financial perspective, of course he's gonna get more hits like that because
But as an artist, you're saying he has no credibility because
you have growth from that old song.
Right.
It's not like you're
not really doing any work.
Exactly. You already have a base.
He's putting
these old songs are hits already. But he is putting in work.
It's not as much.
Right.
It's not original.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
For instance, his hit song when he first came out. Y'all remember Some if you want me, say it. If you love me, then show it. You don't remember that song a couple years ago?
Say it, yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
That's not original.
I didn't know that.
And of course, we all know that artists are in the game. Sample other artists. We know that. But this whole fucking project is that.
He's basically saying they hold everything.
The whole project is that.
Yeah, that's kind of.
I don't want to hear an entire project like that, Tory Lanez.
But then again, he's facilitating to the market he wants to target, which is women.
It's for the female domination. That's why he put.
Why is it called
Chixtape? That's why Ashanti's
Chex Mix, whatever.
Chixtape. That's why nigga said checkmate. All right, so we gotta move on. We don't want to spend too much time on that shit. Check out Chixtape 5, Tory Lanez. That was good. That was a good argument, by the way, though. That was a good argument. These niggas finna bust y'all ass, bro. That's all I'm saying.
We put some money on the line right now.
But nah, I ain't gonna do it. But the last thing we got for music here, hold on, somebody text me. Okay, last thing we got for music, rapper Lil Reese. It was reported that he was shot in the neck. I haven't heard a song of Lil Reese, but I have heard his name. He was shot in the neck, I think, about a week ago in his home state of Illinois. He was in critical condition at the time. A couple days later, it was announced that he was released from the hospital. So shout out to Lil Reese. Hopefully he makes a full recovery from that situation. I think a video was released of the incident. But and it's crazy that rappers always getting shot at in their home fucking town. I think there was a rapper that spoke about, I think it might have been Boosie, about rappers getting killed in their hometown, because it happens, man. And I think a lot of rappers are trying to say that a lot of niggas, when they get on, they should move out of their hometown, because there's a lot of hating ass niggas. Nipsey Hussle, XXXTentacion, who else been killed? The list goes on of rappers that have been killed in their hometown. But Lil Reese, he was released from the hospital. Have you heard a Lil Reese song, Ryan? Have you fuck with him?
I mean, I ain't really heard the song, but I know he fucked with Chief Keef and Glory Boy, GB, and all that.
Oh, okay. Do you fuck with Lil Reese? No?
Yeah, really.
But yeah, so hopefully he makes a full recovery. He was released from the hospital. And that's all we got for music, man. So we gonna move on from music. These niggas finna score too. Uh-oh.
Where?
Where? Okay. That ain't my team. So next thing here for entertainment. First thing we got. Everybody is going crazy as fuck over this fucking Disney Plus app. Disney Plus. They've announced that they were coming out with an app. They took a lot of their shows, Marvel movies, a lot of their cartoon movies, Lion King and such, from Netflix. Disney Plus app was released, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all right now, it ain't really shit on here. I'm gonna go to it right now. Everybody's tripping over this shit. My girl had got it. Look, I'm looking around. My girl got it. I ain't get this shit. Nah, I'm joking. She got it for real though. But it's really not shit on here. I don't know what the fuck y'all going crazy. It's just a whole bunch of old fucking movies that we've seen a million fucking times.
But that's really what it's about though, P. It's about the nostalgicness of it. Like, people want to feel like they did when they was, 10, 11, 12 years old, when they ain't have a care in the world about shit.
I guess.
But to watch Disney Channel.
They got they got a Pixar section, they got a Marvel section, they got a National Geographic section, they got movies like Avatar, the Toy Stories, all the Avengers, Lion King, Aladdin, Jungle Book, Little Mermaid, Remember the Titans. It's really not that much special shit on here to me. That's to me. Smart House was a good movie.
It's not a lot of good shit on Xenon. That was a good movie, bro. Boy Meets World was my shit.
Guess. Sandlot's on here.
Hoes on there.
Where?
Hoes on there?
Probably is. It ain't that much.
It's some shit.
Extravagant shit to me. Monsters ain't.
It's some shit.
I guess.
Avatar.
I'm gonna tell you what everybody's sleeping on. That I don't have it on this TV. The Boomerang app. Boomerang got Scooby Doo, Where Are You? Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry. Boomerang app is shitting on Disney Plus, in my opinion, and it's cheaper.
Bro, half these motherfuckers probably don't know about all them old ass cartoons.
Yo, that's your favorite cartoon, Scooby Doo, Where Are You, right?
Yeah, I like
that. Shit is on the Boomerang app.
The original
that shit is not on
73?
Hulu. It's not on Hulu, Ryan. I just thought about it. I have Hulu. It's not on Hulu. And the Boomerang app is cheaper than Disney Plus app. I think Disney Plus, they have a promotion where you can get Hulu.
Hulu app, Disney, and ESPN for like $7.99 or something.
Yeah, which is a pretty good deal.
Well, I'm gonna do that because I got all three, so I'm on
$7.99.
Yeah, do a little bundle shit.
Yeah,
for Hulu, Disney, and what?
ESPN Plus.
Y'all gotta talk to y'all mics. Hey, yeah, move your mic over a little bit. Yeah, like that. Yeah, okay. But that's a good deal if you ask me. But I feel like the Boomerang app is better than Disney Plus app. Right? Do you feel like the Disney Plus shit, from what you saw, do you feel like that's worth it?
I don't think
there's that much shit on it.
It's not.
Yeah, this nigga do not watch TV at all. Like
I said, it go back just like that Tory Lanez shit. It just ain't for us.
Yeah, you're right.
It just ain't for us. But you know,
people probably hyping it up to this.
Look, we got girls, you know, like family members and stuff. You know, if that's cool for them, you know, it ain't never nothing wrong with kicking back one day and watching.
I feel like on social media,
the Recess. You remember Recess?
Oh yeah, that shit.
Yeah, it's on Disney. Yeah,
that was the shit.
Like
that
shit
on
like
right
that.
now.
You know, like Phineas and Ferb and all that, Smart Guy, all that shit. You know, it was cool.
Okay, well, I didn't know I had all that type of shit. But yeah, check out Disney Plus app. I don't know the price of it.
Anything that was on Disney is on there.
Yeah, I don't know the price of it by itself. Because I saw people talking about...
$12.99.
Because I saw people talking about Cartoon Network need to do their shit. But the Boomerang app has Courage the Cowardly Dog. Powerpuff Girls is on Hulu if anybody fucks with that. Fucking what else? There's a lot of shit that's on streaming services that people don't know about. And the Boomerang app has a lot of shit. But and then Nickelodeon. People talking about Nickelodeon. Netflix and Nickelodeon have teamed up for a multi-year deal to produce original animated feature films and TV series based on new and existing Nickelodeon characters. The article here says, while everyone is out here enjoying the launch of Disney's new Disney Plus streaming service, Netflix have pulled up to chat with some tricks up their sleeve. Okay, blah, blah. On Wednesday, the streaming service announced their new deal with Nickelodeon, which will allow them to create and produce original animated feature films and TV series based on new and existing IP. According to The Hollywood Reporter, the deal expands Netflix and Nickelodeon's deal, which was revived a few years back for live-action series for Avatar: The Last Airbender, as well as deals for Rocko's Modern Life, Invader Zim, The Loud House, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and others. Blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, Nickelodeon and Netflix, they're going to have their own shit coming soon. So, looks like shit from Cartoon Network, Disney, and Nickelodeon is all going to be available on streaming services. And then the last thing, well, two more things. Squidward is getting his own Netflix spinoff. Did y'all see this? Yeah, Squidward's getting his... This nigga Brandon. What's wrong with your eyes? You alright? Yeah. Can't see? Yeah, all right, nigga. I just want to make sure you okay.
Yeah, I did it to him.
This nigga, I'm joking. But, yeah, so Squidward's getting his own spinoff. That's all the news I got. It just says Squidward from SpongeBob is about to get his own Netflix spinoff. All y'all hyped for this or no? I don't give a fuck about Squidward. But, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what they do. But yeah, so that's it. And then the last thing I want to say before we move on to what's trending, Rick and Morty. I talked about season 4. Episode 1 last week. I just watched the second episode of season 4, and I want to say this right now: Rick and Morty is about to be one of the best adult cartoons of all time because that shit was genius, bro. There's too much genius shit that they're putting in these fucking episodes. I'm telling you right now, if you don't watch Rick and Morty, you need to watch that shit. That shit is finna go. That shit's finna be better than the Boondocks. That shit's finna be better than the Family Guy. It's finna kill all that.
The thing about Rick and Morty, Family Guy is dumbed down comedy. Like they feel stupid and just like, haha, that's stupid. He just did this. Like Rick and Morty got like that shit in it. Like make you really think about it. And it's just like, oh, that's funny.
You gotta run the episode. You gotta run the episode
too much clever, genius shit.
Cleverly genius shit. You're right. That's what I like about Rick and Morty, man.
Yeah. So y'all didn't see the other episode, but yeah, episode 2 came out yesterday. That shit was better than episode 1. So far, that shit is getting better as season 4 goes along. So hopefully that shit continues. And that's all we got for entertainment. We are gonna move on to the what's trending segment. And the first thing I got here. You got your articles ready together? Yeah. Okay. The first thing I got here. No, I'm gonna go first. I only got 2 things. Motorola is bringing back the Razr flip phone, and it is reportedly $1,500. I remember I wanted this phone bad. I always wanted the shit that everybody had because I remember high school everybody had the fucking Razr, and I wanted that shit, and I couldn't get it. But now I'm not gonna fucking leave my iPhone to go back to the shit. Did y'all see the pictures of it? The Razr shit?
Yeah, I seen that shit.
It looked just like the other one.
Nah, I mean. And it has like the screen. Damn, wait, let me find pictures of it.
Who's making it? Android?
No, I think
Motorola.
It's Motorola. I put Motorola Razr. But yeah, the Razr is coming back. It's reportedly $1,500. The screen is hard. Like when they open it up, I don't really have like a picture of it. But I'm not gonna leave. I feel like when you have an iPhone, you're never gonna go back to another phone again. That's just it. Yeah, kind of like
Motorola like, doesn't really make good.
It's software. Like when you open up, it's like that's my baby right there.
What she said to me?
Whoa, let's relax, sir. But yeah, that's it. But yeah, the Motorola Razr is coming back. For anybody that gives a fuck, $1,500 is set to drop January 2020. And the next thing I got here, speaking of phones, I have an article. It says women's eye burst after spending too much time on her phone. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. According to local 10 News, a Chinese woman was temporarily blinded after blood vessels burst in her eye due to her using her smartphone.
Chinese? I don't believe that shit.
All night long. The next morning when she woke up, she picked up her phone and started using it again. About 5 minutes later, the patient discovered she was unable to see out of her left eye. She couldn't see anything, the doctor told. The doctor said, the physician who treated her. Luckily, the unidentified woman was able to drive herself to the hospital after realizing she could no longer see out of her left eye. Upon her arrival at the hospital, doctors discovered large patches of blood in her retina, which effectively blocked her vision and preventing her from being able to see temporarily. Those ruptures were caused by the physical exertion of prolonged periods of staring at her phone. So yeah, y'all don't. She had to have been on her phone for fucking hours. So you don't believe it? You said. Why don't you believe it? Because she Chinese? That's fucked up. That's racist. That's racist.
I don't know, bro. I just don't
racist.
I just don't believe that shit.
So you don't believe it? That's possible.
I mean, yeah. No, I don't. Cause ain't nobody sitting there looking at their phone for.
There's people that are probably on that
not looking away.
But we're not, like you said. We're not, like you said earlier. It may not be us. We're not.
That shit happened to Jonathan. He had ruptured a blood vessel in his eyes when he was squatting. He was squatting. He had a lot of weight.
Yeah, that's different. That's athleticism. That's some athletic shit. I'm talking about a phone. Ain't nobody finna do that shit.
I mean, your eyes are really sensitive. They have a lot of fucking nerves in there. So,
that's all I got.
She gotta be looking at this shit for a long ass time for I feel like to do that shit.
I can tell by the way you keep fucking with your eyes. What you staring at your phone for too long? You alright?
No, Brandon's just drunk.
I just wanna make sure you alright.
Brandon's just drunk.
You alright?
One shot of Patron got him lit. That's what that.
You want another one, bro?
No, I'm good.
No, I'm talking about. We can hit it. Let's bust it. That's all I got. So Brandon, get your articles ready. I'm gonna bust another shot.
What we got here first? All right, we got here an Arizona mom arrested on DUI charges after allegedly running over her teenage daughter.
Wait, say that again?
Oh, man, these people.
Bro, I'm fucking with this.
Arizona mom arrested on DUI charges after allegedly running over her teenage daughter.
For what?
She ran over because she was drunk.
Wow.
So apparently, this lady, her daughter had called her to pick her up. And when the daughter got into the car, she noticed that her mother was drunk and she didn't want to ride into the. Oh, y'all being loud. Yeah, she didn't want to be in the car anymore. She didn't want to be in the car anymore. She was drunk because she was drunk. Her mom was drunk, so she didn't want to be in the car with her mom.
Saying that, nigga. This nigga keep asking questions. He keep saying that.
So she tried to get out of the car, and when she got out of the car, apparently her mother ran her over because she was angry at her. Wow. So she's being charged for reckless child abuse and driving under the influence for running over her child while trying to go pick her up.
Hey, it's 2019, man. You can't be surprised by shit.
Man.
That's true.
I just thought I'd bring that up.
What's the next one?
All right. Let me see. Oh, yeah. This is I'm only do 3.
All right.
I think 3, yeah. Let me do the more fucked up one, I guess. This is pretty fucked up. Well, no, this isn't.
Okay.
All right. Women arrested for making threats to a toddler with a rare skin condition.
What?
Yeah. A 2-year-old with a rare genetic disorder called, I forgot how to pronounce this shit. Whatever it's called.
I need to know what it's called before you.
It's called Harlequin ice.
Let me see it.
Ichthyosis, yeah, ichthyosis.
Okay.
Was the target of harassment over the course of a year. Apparently, let me see. Hold on 1 second. So the victim, she's 2 years old. Jenna Riley. She was born with a severe genetic disorder called Harlequin ichthyosis, which received overwhelming support and love online because apparently her mother posted about updates about her condition as far as like social media and stuff. Mm-hmm. So apparently this lady, what's her name? Because I want to put her name on here too. Bitch ass lady. Krista Sewell was arrested last week for sending threats to Anna on Facebook, on Instagram, and the child's GoFundMe page and U.S. mail. Fucking, she was the nature of the threats were unknown, but she was facing charges for aggravated assault and as for hate.
What was she saying?
She's probably
It didn't even say what she was saying.
It didn't even say what she was saying. and she was beating up to a 2-year-old. It don't matter what she
So
said.
she seen the 2-year-old GoFundMe shit,
and her pictures on Facebook, and she was making fun.
And she was just threatening the child.
Yeah,
and the child's 2 years old. People
2 years old. Yeah.
People fucking retarded.
Why would you even waste your time threatening a 2-year-old like they gonna?
Because people are stupid, and we live in America. That's why.
2019.
That's why.
That's your answer to everything stupid. 2019.
That should be the name of this episode.
Stupid ass shit.
Hey.
11-month-old in critical condition after father reportedly used him as a human shield in a drug deal.
Go ahead and read it. 2019, like you said.
A man has been arrested after using his 11-month-old son as a human shield in a shooting during a drug deal.
Oh,
What?
bro.
So basically, his father went to go buy drugs with counterfeit money, and the dude who was dealing noticed it was fake and pulled out and started shooting. He hit the toddler four times in his body, a couple times in his head.
The kid died?
No, he's in critical condition. It doesn't say he died. He's not died yet. He's in critical condition.
The fuck?
So the father got charged for recklessly endangering another person and endangering the welfare of a child. So
Damn, bro.
he was just trying to buy drugs with counterfeit money.
So
and
he
then
held
the
the kid
shooter-
up and the kid got hit 4 times.
He was using him as like a shield, like when he was trying to run.
And it's his kid.
It's his kid. He took him along with him to get drugs with fake ass money.
Lord have mercy, boy. I tell you.
11-month-old, bro. Bro, the dude ain't even a year old yet, bro.
Dog, that don't even make no fucking sense, bro. Hopefully prayers to that child and his family.
How you get-
not even the dad, because the dad needs to go to jail. But
Yo, the dad needed
Dog.
to be put out of his misery.
that
bro.
don't even
That's what
fucking
he
make
needed.
sense, bro. We talk about too much fucked up shit on this fucking.
I mean, some people shouldn't be. Some people should not be parents.
Yeah, you're right.
For a fact, some people should not be parents.
That's the last one you got.
Yeah, that's the last one.
Yo, that is fucked up. But so that's all we got for what's trending, man. We didn't really have a lot of articles to talk about. It's all good because we've been had an hour soon anyway. The next thing I got here, like I said, when we have serious situations such as this one I'm about to talk about, we kind of separated from the what's trending segment. So I want to send prayers and condolences out to everybody who was affected for the shooting at Saugus High School in Santa Clarita, California, which left at least 5 injured. This was at the time that the article was released. It says, according to reports, the shooting took place at Saugus High School in Santa Clarita, California, this morning, leaving 3 injured and 2 others in critical condition. Let me read the rest because I think more people were injured. This is a report from the LA Times. Authorities say that a gentleman carried out a deadly attack on his 16th birthday after being dropped off at school by his mother. They say a school surveillance video showed the boy pulling out a pistol from his backpack and opening fire in the quad, killing 15-year-old Grace Ann Moberger and 14-year-old Dominic Blackwell, and wounding 3 others in an attack that lasted 16 seconds. At one point during the attack, the weapon jammed and the gunman cleared the firearm before he continued shooting. He appeared to know how many shots he had fired and had left the final round for himself, ending the attack with a gunshot to his head. Investigators found several firearms during a search of the teen's home that were not registered. Villanueva did not specify. Well, that's the other person. But yeah, so how does this kid's parents not know that he has these weapons? That's my first question. But second of all, like I said, and again, condolences to the kids that were killed, because the 15-year-old and the 14-year-old were killed. And how old was the kid? I'm sorry, he was 16. This is a 16-year-old. This is a 16-year-old, people.
Where the fuck can you even get? What state is this in?
California.
Of course it is.
Santa Clarita, California.
I wouldn't say he was his. He probably got it from his dad or some shit.
It don't even. He probably. If you want a weapon, at the end of the day, bro, you can get a weapon. It don't matter if it's.
It don't matter what you.
It don't matter. It don't matter where it is. People think stricter gun laws is going to do anything. That's not. It's not going to happen. It's not going to prevent somebody from getting their hands on a gun. If somebody's willing to shoot somebody they're not going to do it legally.
Right.
They're not going to do it legally. For y'all stupid ass motherfuckers out here who think that they going to do it legally, y'all dumb. Wake up, man.
Yeah.
They're not. They could get their hands on a gun if they really wanted something. Anybody can get their hands on something if they really want something. You got people building bombs and shit like that in their fucking basement. You don't think somebody could get their hands on a gun? You can fucking 3D print a gun now, even though it's not reliable.
You can.
But you can get blueprints for free online and fucking do that.
Like I said, condolences to the families that were affected by this.
Sorry, the real cause.
By this reckless. No, it's all good. But This is a 16-year-old kid, y'all. A 16-year-old kid. So just think about that. That's all I want to say about this topic, because that's a touchy situation. But that's all I wanted to say. But I definitely wanted to make sure we talked about it on the podcast today. So that's all we got for the What's Trending, and for that, because like I said, we wanted to separate that from the What's Trending segment. And we have this shout-out segment next. I don't have anything, but Brandon has something for the shout-out segment. Go ahead, bro.
All right, I want to shout out my boy Lamar.
Lamar Jackson?
I want to shout out my boy Lamar. Apparently, he just opened out. I just linked up with him last week. He just opened up his own with his partner, his gym out here in Lawrenceville, Georgia. I want to shout him out at Instagram handle Fitness621. If y'all ever in the area, check it out. That dude can work out, man.
What's the name of the gym?
It's Fitness621.
Oh, okay.
But that's his Instagram handle too. But yeah, he really know his shit. If y'all want to go check him out, he over here on Sugarloaf, right here behind the Arby's, around where Chipotle is. He really know his shit about, and I want to shout him out because back when he was training, man, he really knows his shit, man. He really do. And he's he doing his thing, to be honest.
Yeah.
A lot of people ain't out here that they'll do something, they'll train, they won't want to facilitate they're growing to capitalizing on it, and he did it. So I want to salute to him.
So you getting the membership? You getting the membership there?
I don't know about that. I'm leaving. I'm leaving this area.
Well, that's the shout out segment.
That's your motivation.
Yeah. That's what's up. And guess what? Black business owner.
There you go.
There you go. So that's motivation.
Shout out my nigga B. Okay. That was a good shout out, my nigga. Hey, let me go. But anyways.
That's gonna sound
funny.
That's gonna sound funny.
I'm gonna give a shout out.
I didn't see what you texted.
Listen, I'm gonna give a shout out to a nice little spot called Forever Family Soul Food. Right over there in the Sugarloaf Mills parking area. Kind of right behind the mall where the Bass Pro Shops is. I just want to let y'all know it's a black owned business as well. Any type of soul food that you would be in need of, they got it. Food, I'm telling you, is on 10. So I'm just letting y'all know. Anytime y'all hungry, y'all want some real soul food. I know soul food take a minute to get cooked, but I'm telling you, they got you. Anything you need, from cornbread, collard greens, catfish, the whole 9. Cakes, pies, anything you need.
Pig feet.
I'm telling you. I don't know about no pig feet,
hog
but
balls.
I mean, if you making it, you can call in early and go let Auntie know. She might fuck with you. But I'm gonna just let you know. So anytime, if anybody ever go there, real talk. So on North Brown Road, drop off your business card, drop off your personal, anything that you do on the side, any type of business. She does do free lunches. If you get your card picked in the middle of the week, so just to let everybody know, I just want to put that shout out there.
So she collects business cards and give a free lunch to the.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's what's deal.
Every single week.
That's what's
up. I'm telling you, the food is great. Shout
she got that itis food.
I'm telling you, man. Don't
that
get
nigga,
it.
That nigga
don't
virus.
Get it and go to work. Get it and after you get off of work. I'm telling you. Shout out to the cook Vince, my man, Mr. Vince. You already know what's up, man. So
nigga
shout out to
virus.
you. I just want to give a shout out to everybody on my side that I fuck with heavy, and that's it.
That's all we got for the shout out segment. Appreciate both of y'all. So all we got next is sports and the Let's Talk segment. And nigga, that'll be at least 30 minutes. We'll be alright. Let's text me talking. We going too long. But so sports is gonna be a pretty long segment. So we're not that long, but yeah, we gonna try to shorten it up. But I should say this. We got a lot of shit to talk about sports segment. So the first thing we got here, I'm gonna go through some NBA news. Finally, Carmelo Anthony has been signed. He agreed to a non-guaranteed deal with the Portland Trailblazers. So Carmelo Anthony joins Damian Lillard and what's the other guard's name, bro? C.J. McCollum. Yeah, C.J. McCollum. I don't know if Carmelo's gonna be much help to the Portland Trailblazers, but he will see. They're actually playing the Rockets tonight, Carmelo's former team, but I don't think Carmelo's making his debut until a couple more days. Yeah. And next thing we got free agent guard Amon Shumpert. It was announced that he is signing with the Brooklyn Nets. It says the Nets have a 16th roster spot with until Wilson Chandler's suspension ends in mid-December. So Amon Shumpert last with the Rockets, I believe he's signing with Kyrie and the Nets and with DeAndre Jordan. And what else we got here? I wanted to say this about the Lakers, man.
KD, right?
Yeah,
that
KD.
ain't playing.
Yeah, KD next year.
I'm saying eventually.
Yeah. Well, if he signed a 1-year deal, he won't be playing.
Oh.
But I want to say this about the Lakers, man. What is the Lakers record right now? Let me look at the NBA.
I think we 10-2.
Oh, here you go.
I think
the Lakers are 11-2. They're first in the Western Conference. Miami Heat are second in the East.
But Miami.
Let me just go ahead and say that.
Hold on. Don't give a shout out to Miami if they got their ass beat by LA.
Okay, they beat us.
18?
They a better team than us by 15, nigga. They a better team than us. Okay,
we a 15-point better team.
We ain't worried about y'all because y'all in the West. We in the East. We ain't worried about y'all.
So y'all don't even think about finals. That's what you saying. That's clearly what you saying. Y'all think.
All right, let's relax. I just want to say that the Lakers, I just want to say this about the Lakers, bro. Them niggas look like they legit, bro. I'm really happy, and I want to say I'm really happy for LeBron because everything he went through last year with Lonzo and Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, take his long.
It really looks like that the Lakers are gonna be here for a couple years if AD doesn't leave because it's reported that AD is thinking about going to Chicago. I don't think he should do that because that's his hometown. But the LA
all
Lakers,
it's gonna take is a winning environment, a championship. That changes a lot of shit.
They look good, man. They played the Hawks last night. Kobe Bryant was in attendance. He dapped up LeBron in the middle of the game. LeBron hit a 3 like right after he dapped up Kobe. They beat the Hawks. Like I said, they are 11-2. That's your real team, the Hawks, nigga. 11. That is your team.
Nah, nigga. Nah.
That's his team, y'all.
That's his
Atlanta Falcons, Atlanta Hawks, Atlanta Braves. He's all Atlanta. He got a fucking Atlanta hat on. Y'all see this shit?
You know what? Let's keep it a buck, man. You're right. I'm an Atlanta fan, but the one thing I would say is an exception. I'm a LeBron fan as well. So
that's cool.
Wherever LeBron goes, I'm a fan.
And he a Chiefs fan apparently because the Chiefs on right now. But he's
Lakers,
a Falcons fan.
Falcons, Braves,
fan,
and Hawks. Them my only teams.
All over the map,
I ain't got no other teams. Them my only teams.
That's like Shaquan, bro. He got like 15 NFL teams.
Nigga, who your team?
I don't have one team. But yeah, shout out to the LA Lakers, man, because they really do look good. That's all the NBA news I got because we're going to get into this NFL shit now because we got a lot of shit to talk about from the NFL. Let me do a quick Week 11 recap. Last week, right after we recorded that Monday Night Football game, the 49ers suffered their first loss of the season. So there is no more undefeated teams in the NFL. They lost to the Seahawks in overtime 27-24. Week 11, what happened? Dallas beat Detroit 35-27. Dallas is 6-4. Buffalo improved to 7-3. Buffalo's a surprise. The Indianapolis Colts 6-4. They beat the Jacksonville Jaguars 33-13. Minnesota Vikings were down 20 at home. They came back to beat the Denver Broncos 27-23. Vikings 8-3. Saints beat the Bucks. Saints are 8-2. Lamar Jackson versus Deshaun Watson, their first meeting since college. Baltimore blew the fucking Texans out 41-7. There was a terrible no pass interference call on
did that really matter, P?
It could have. All I'm gonna say is it could have gave them a lot of momentum because
they lost by 34. Did that really matter?
It could have gave them a lot of momentum. No. We don't know what would have happened because they would have got the ball at the 1 yard line, first and goal. They would have scored a touchdown, been up 7-0. So we don't know what would have happened after that.
So the final score would have been 41-14.
It might not have been a final score. We don't know what would have happened. We don't know what would have happened. But I feel like the league needs to really crack down on this pass interference challenge rule because a lot of these because the Houston's they challenged it and they reviewed it and they didn't win the challenge. So they need to fucking really crack down on this pass interference challenge shit. They probably gonna take it away next year. San Francisco beat Arizona yesterday. San Francisco improves to 8-1. Cincinnati is 0-10. They are the first team eliminated from playoff contention this year. They are the only team without a win. New England beat Philadelphia. New England's 9-1. What else happened? And then
Falcons won.
Yeah, that's the last thing. Atlanta Falcons won 29-3.
Falcons ain't gave up a touchdown in 10
I don't know
straight quarters,
what the fuck you niggas are doing. I don't know what you niggas are doing. I have literally zero idea what you niggas are doing. Y'all wait till the second half of the season to play real football. Y'all haven't allowed a touchdown in the last 2 games against division opponents. Where the fuck was this the entire season? I feel like the season's been over. I've been saying it every fucking week. I know Brandon's tired of it because he's been hearing it every fucking week. We need to get a high draft pick, you fucking idiots. There's no point of winning all these games because we're not making the fucking playoffs.
True, P, but this is what I got to say about that. You can't expect motherfuckers that's getting paid millions of dollars a year to just lose on purpose. It don't work like that. Don't work like that.
You're right.
It don't work like that.
But fuck them.
Even if they had the ability to do that, it probably still wouldn't go that way.
Okay, but why are they doing this now?
Because where was Dan Quinn gave up the play calling
on defense
to somebody else, to a wide receiver coach. And as crazy as that sounds, I would just honestly
I don't
say,
think that's the difference. I don't think that's the difference.
He's calling plays on first and second down on defense.
That cannot be the difference.
That's setting the tone.
There go Tyreek. He gone.
It's all good. We got 5 other receivers. We straight.
Falcons improved to 3-7. They are playing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home. I feel like we're gonna go on a win streak at the end of the season. Our next couple of games, we have 3 straight home games: Buccaneers, Saints, and Panthers. We go to 49ers after that. We play the Jaguars after that at home. And then our last game of the season is at Tampa. I feel like we can go 4, 5.
I feel like the Falcons gonna go. Oh, good, damn.
I feel like we'll go 7-9.
I say 6-10. I say 6-10. But I mean, like you said, it's good to see them playing the way they playing now. But at the same time, it's too little, too late. They should have did this shit earlier.
The Saints are 8-2, right? Yeah. I think they're 8-2.
They bought that, yeah. And it's like they fucking up their draft position now. You know,
we're 5 games behind the division leader. We're 5 games back. The Saints are. What's the Saints' upcoming schedule? They got the Panthers. They play us again. 49ers, Colts, Titans, Panthers. They'll win Panthers. They probably beat us. Colts, Titans. That's 4 or 5. That's 3-4 wins right there. Fuck the Falcons. That's all I got to say right now. For this year only. I'll be back next year. But next thing we got here, man. Because the last 2 things we're going to talk about for this football shit, for this sports shit, this is going to be some lengthy subjects. On, what was it, Thursday night football between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland came out with a win 21-7. On the final play of the game, there was a scuffle. Myles Garrett, the end for the Cleveland Browns, he took backup quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Why are you staring at me?
I thought you meant a scuffle as far as nothing. Go ahead.
I thought you were being stupid. My bad. But Myles Garrett and backup quarterback for the Steelers, Mason Rudoplh. Myles Garrett drove Mason Rudoplh to the ground. You could argue maybe he didn't have to drive him to the ground like he did. I don't know. The nigga's playing football. You could say what you want to say. Mason Rudoplh tried to take Myles Garrett's helmet off. He did not succeed in that. Myles Garrett got up. He was being defended by Mason Rudoph's offensive line. Mason Rudoplh then attempted to get back up. He got in Myles Garrett's face. Before that, Myles Garrett ripped Mason Rudoph's helmet off because he tried to do the same thing to him. Myles Garrett took Mason Rudoph's helmet and fucking threw that shit with all his fucking force and hit Mason Rudolph in the fucking head. Look at that.
I seen it.
Damn, I'm just trying to show you.
Yeah, don't.
Look here. That shit could have really went worse than what it actually was.
Gave him a concussion, bro.
Who's last name?
What?
But he's here.
Y'all niggas are stupid. That shit could have really went a lot worse than what it actually was.
It definitely could.
It was a whole scuffle.
That nigga would have grabbed his helmet by the back of the helmet and hit him with the top of the head with the front.
If he hit him in the front of his fucking face with the fucking helmet, that nigga could have been knocked out cold, bro. That shit could have went completely left. He
deserved that shit to get suspended for the year. He deserved it.
Yeah, so this caused the NFL to give Myles Garrett an indefinite suspension for a minimum for at least the remainder of the regular season and the playoffs. What else happened? Browns defensive tackle Larry Ogunjobi, I think that's how you pronounce his name. He was suspended 1 game. Steelers center Marquise Pouncey, he was suspended 3 games. And the Steelers and Browns organizations were both fined $250,000. And all of the suspensions were without pay. So Myles Garrett is being suspended without pay. The other Browns defensive tackle and the Steelers center Marquise Pouncey was suspended without pay. It was announced that Mason Rudoplh could pursue legal action against Myles Garrett for what he did on the field, but it was announced Mason Rudoplh is not going to do that. And it hasn't happened yet, but it is reported that Mason Rudoplh is expected to be fined for his role in the melee with Myles Garrett, but it has not. Yeah, but it has not been announced yet because
he initiated this shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I didn't see it the first night it happened because I was watching the game, but I turned it off before all this shit happened. But I saw the next day. Mason Rudoplh was the one that initiated the entire thing. Of course, Myles Garrett did not have to chuck the helmet, and that's really out of his character. I gave Myles Garrett the shout out a couple weeks ago. What?
Out of his character.
Yeah, because I was just going to say, because I gave Myles Garrett the shout out segment a couple weeks ago because it was reported that he said that a fan tried to take a picture with him and punched him in the face, and Myles Garrett didn't do anything. So if you're doing shit like that on the street, you're not doing anything to a nigga that's punched you in your fucking face want to take a picture with you. That's kind of out of here. And he hasn't done nothing like this. I mean, has he done anything dirty on the field? I don't know. I don't watch him like that, but I don't see
that quarterback leg for the Jets
on purpose.
I mean, hey, you be the judge.
I haven't seen it, but I don't know. But
you be the judge. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, but from what I've heard, from what I've seen is out of his character. And he's been. It
was out of any NFL player's character.
We've never seen nothing like this happen. I don't think we've never seen that.
We definitely haven't. It was just a shock. Like worldwide, the fact that damn, you got somebody helmet, you using that shit as a weapon,
right? Yeah,
not just it's just crazy. And like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and be like I'm on either side, Mason Rudoplh side or Garrett side.
Right.
They was both wrong. Like I said, and initiated the contact was definitely Myles Rudoplh,
Mason
whatever his name is. And Myles Garrett definitely took that shit way too far.
Yeah, he
definitely did.
And your team was winning.
And like
it's 21-7.
Y'all was up. That was the second to last play of the game. You didn't need to do that. You know, it don't matter what he said. It don't matter what he gestured to you. It don't matter. Y'all won the game.
And that's the second time Mason Rudoplh has had a head injury this year because he got hit by who was it? Who hit him for the Ravens? What's his name?
Thomas.
Earl Thomas gave him a fucking crazy blow to the head a couple weeks ago when they played the Ravens, and they had to take Mason Rudolph's face mask off because he was fucking out cold. Fucking Juju Smith-Schuster was fucking crying. They thought the nigga was fucking dead. So this nigga has taken 2 big head blows this fucking year, and the league's all about the concussion protocol that they on. I don't even know if they tested Mason Rudolph for concussion after the fucking game. It hasn't been reported. They had to. So this is the second time he's been hitting the head on some crazy shit, but. I think that Mason Rudoplh does need to be fined. It hasn't come out yet. They've taken a mighty long time because they waited the day after to give out the suspensions to Myles Garrett and Marquise Pouncey and the other dudes. So why the fuck are they taking so long to give Mason Rudoplh his fine? That's my question. Are they gonna give it to him? Should Monday.
He just be fined or should he be suspended like 1 day game too? If he initiated.
What you think, bro? Ryan, what you think? You think he need to be suspended?
Mason Rudoplh, I would definitely say he needs to be
1
suspended.
game.
1 game.
I would say 2. I'm not.
If he initiated, right?
He initiated contact, and honestly, get that nigga 3, because Myles Garrett did overreact, but he wouldn't have overreacted.
And that's what I was. Okay, but the one thing I was telling you, he was doing a whole bunch of tussling, but he wasn't doing shit.
It don't fucking matter. Only reason he wasn't doing shit because he ain't Myles Garrett's size. He still tried to do some shit.
Okay, but I
didn't know he was Myles Garrett was that dude.
I say that to say. Yeah, you're right. The dude that got punched in the face. You didn't know that
I didn't know he was that swole ass motherfucker.
Yeah, the nigga's big as fuck.
Big as shit.
I say all that to say, Myles Garrett didn't need to do that because Mason Rudoplh wasn't doing shit. He wasn't doing shit. What's the point of him flinging the helmet?
The thing about it is the reason why he acted the way he acted because it's in the moment of the football game. He felt like he was trying.
When your team is up 2 touchdowns,
it don't matter. In that heat of the moment, you right. We logically thinking about the shit. We not in the trenches. Like I said, your adrenaline don't die down until you probably get in that locker room. You know?
I guess.
But, but the fact that you're going to take somebody's helmet off and smash it on their head shows
that shit could have really been bad.
It shows that, nigga, you got something. It's something deeper than that. It's something deeper.
Wow.
That's a good pick right there by the defensive lineman, just to let you know, P. But it's something deeper than that. But, hey, we gotta just take it for what it is right now.
It is what
but
it
I
is.
feel like we should move on to that Kaepernick.
Yeah, that's what that. Yeah, we gonna move on. All right, so if you haven't seen that Myles Garrett and Mason Rudoplh video, check it out on YouTube. I don't know how you haven't seen it already, but I have anything else I want to say about that? No, that was it. The Browns won that game 21-7, like I said. And the next thing here, we're gonna get on to this Kaepernick shit. Oh yeah, and then Antonio Brown tweeted about that too. He said, "This is for you, Mason." He posted the picture of him trampling over the Browns kicker when he kicked the kicker in the face, and because of course Antonio Brown played with the Steelers, so he said, "This is for you, Mason." I have another Antonio Brown tweet I'm gonna read later, but Colin Kaepernick, of course, the former 49ers quarterback that was blackballed by the league after he took his form of a silent protest of taking a knee during the national anthem during the start of football games, and he was blackballed by the league and has not played since 2016, I believe. It was announced the other day the NFL arranged a private workout for Colin Kaepernick in Atlanta on Saturday that just passed that would include an on-field work and interview. All the teams in the NFL were invited to attend, and it was reported that it was going to be at the Falcons training facility in Flowery Branch, Georgia. Colin Kaepernick tweeted after the news came out. He said, "I'm just getting word from my representatives that the NFL league office reached out to them about a workout in Atlanta on Saturday. I've been in shape and ready for this for 3 years. Can't wait to head Can't wait to see the head coaches and GMs on Saturday. Just think about this, dude. I see you, nigga. It was reported 2 notes. Jay-Z partnering with the NFL on social injustice had some influence with this happening. And number 2, this is not part of Kaepernick's settlement, nor did he ask for this in his settlement. 11 teams initially committed to attend Kaepernick's workout, which included the Cardinals, Falcons, Browns, Broncos, Lions, Dolphins, Patriots, Giants, Jets, Buccaneers, and Redskins.
The Falcons were on that list?
They were on the list. It was reported. It was reported an hour before the workout that Colin Kaepernick changed the site for the workout an hour before and changed it 60 miles from Flowery Branch to Riverdale, Georgia, an hour before the scheduled start. 25 teams. What did I say before? 11. It went from 11 to 25.
Less than half.
When he changed the location, only 8 teams attended the workout. What happened? Antonio Brown afterwards. It was reported that the NFL was going to give Colin Kaepernick his own receivers. They weren't going to allow any outside cameras. What else was there? Pretty much the NFL had control of this entire workout. And I think that is the reason Kaepernick said that he wanted to change. Even though it was an hour before, he wanted to change the venue. He wanted to have his own receivers in Riverdale. Antonio Brown tweeted, he said, "No cap, you need a catcher in the A Saturday." He added Colin Kaepernick. He said, "Baby's got to eat." With a picture, want to play catches, him and Colin Kaepernick as babies, trying to get an invite to the workout. Because Antonio Brown is regretting all the shit he's done. If anybody doesn't know, he's regretting all the shit that he's done. He's trying to get back out there. Yeah, so he changed the workout hour before, and this is what he said after the workout. And some videos came out of him throwing the football, and I'm gonna speak on that in just a moment. But this is what he said after the workout.
People and telling the truth. That's what we want in everything. I've been ready for 3 years. I've been denied for 3 years. We all know why I came out here, showed it today in front of everybody. We have nothing to hide. So we're waiting for the 32 owners, the 32 teams, Roger Goodell, all of them to stop running. Stop running from the truth. Stop running from the people. We're out here. We're ready to play. We're ready to go anywhere. My agent, Jeff Nally, is ready to talk to any team. I'll interview with any team at any time. I've been ready. I'm staying ready. And I'll continue to be ready. And to all the people that came out here today to support, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. To the people that aren't here, I'm thinking of you. I appreciate you supporting from where you are. We'll continue to give you updates as we hear. We'll be waiting to hear from Roger Goodell, the NFL, the 32 teams. We'll let you know if we hear from them. Ball's in their court. We're ready to go.
And that's what he said. And I want to say one thing about the videos that were released. Colin, to me, I'm going to just say this. Just throwing the football to wide open receivers with no pressure coming at you is completely different. I know you played in the NFL before, but you ain't played in the NFL 3 years. And I support Colin Kaepernick and what he did for this whole protest shit. But the whole workout shit, it does not mean that you're ready to play football in the NFL, bro. That does not mean that. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. You're throwing to wide open receivers. You have no pressure coming at you. That means nothing to me. Yeah, you threw some good deep balls and they were accurate. You look pretty accurate. I ain't gonna lie, you did look pretty accurate. But the only thing I'm gonna say about that is you weren't throwing to anybody that was covered. You didn't have any pressure on you. So to me, it doesn't mean anything until you get into an NFL game. Do y'all agree?
I agree.
Okay. Stephen A. Smith of ESPN First Take. He was highly critical of Colin Kaepernick moving the workout after the NFL set up the whole workout for him. This is the last clip I'm going to play, and then we're going to talk about it a little more before we get into the Let's Talk segment. So I'm going to play Stephen A. Smith's video here.
So let me get this straight. Colin Kaepernick has been working out all of this time. Him, people in his camp, his close ones, loved ones, everybody talking about he wants to play football. He wants to play football. He's ready to play. Just give him the chance. So what does the NFL do? Recognizing that teams need a shield because they need something to hide behind because they know that, guess what? If we bring this brother in for a workout and we don't like him or we don't want him, who knows what we're going to get accused of? We need cover. So the NFL provides that. I have no doubt Jay-Z's involved. I have no doubt Roger Goodell is involved. I have no doubt there's a host of people involved, but forget all of that. This man wanted a chance. 25 teams show up in Georgia at the Atlanta Falcons practice facility, state-of-the-art facility, NFL personnel, equipment, everything, video, everything. And what does Colin Kaepernick do? Not Tuesday, when he found out about it. Not Wednesday, not Thursday, not Friday, Saturday. 3 hours before the workout. Because of some issue with a liability waiver. Colin Kaepernick wants to change the venue. Colin Kaepernick wants his own receivers. Colin Kaepernick wants to video things himself. Colin Kaepernick wants the media. This is Colin Kaepernick. The media can't find him. He ain't done no interviews. He ain't talked to nobody. Media can't find him, but he wants to do it. He wants the media available now.
All right, wrap it up, Stephen A. God damn.
You see?
Oh, there's more.
You see? He don't want to play. He wants to be a martyr. But guess what? It ain't working this time.
All right, that's all I'm gonna play because this nigga shit too long. But yeah, react.
You know, I kind of agree with Stephen A. At this point, I kind of feel like Colin Kaepernick, he ain't trying to play football, in my opinion. You know, because like you said, 3 years, it ain't like you was on some Michael Vick shit. You was locked up. You couldn't work out. You know, 3 years have went by, you know, and to me, in my opinion, I still haven't realized what Colin Kaepernick is. What's his point, you know?
What you mean, what's his point?
I mean, I understand his point is the social justice that's going on with black people, but it's like, okay, what's next though? You know, what's your next move other than boycotting the NFL?
And he took the settlement because we talked about all three of us talked about that before.
He took the settlement. Like what Stephen A was saying, he took the settlement, and you know, it's like, okay, yeah, you stated your claim, but don't think just because you stated that you're the only person in the NFL that thinks like that. Like I said, there's a whole coalition going on in the NFL, which is led by Michael Jenkins, who's the NFL safety for the Philadelphia Eagles.
But the NFLPA, the Players Association?
No, yes. They have their own. That's not even connected to that. They got their own entity. Yeah. It's an own thing. The Players Coalition is totally different than that. From that, but it's just like you were in the league when these guys created this.
Yeah.
You know, when this came to be, it's like at this point, in my opinion, I feel like Cap ain't really here to be on the NFL team. Cap is really here just to be having his voice heard, and it's like this is a type of business that. It ain't about your voice, it's about what you do right there.
On the field.
What's on the field. And if you want to be some type of
so you
martyr, in a sense, like what Stephen A said.
Because I'm dumb. What's a martyr?
A martyr is somebody that's going to stand out. You know, that basically.
So he just wants to be somebody that's being heard.
It's going to be a go against the grain.
Somebody, by definition, is like somebody's. If you speak on religion-wise, it's somebody who dies for religion, puts something above anything. Sacrifice anything for a greater cause in life.
At the same time, it's like I feel like Cap is trying to be a martyr, but he says all the right things. But I just feel like his actions don't show it because from what I've heard about the instances that the NFL sent him a letter on Wednesday to let us know we trying to get this going for you. We want to do this at the Falcons facility at Flower Branch. We need to know something. Let us know back. Boom.
Right.
He didn't respond till Saturday when he changed the venue.
He tweeted that tweet I just read.
Okay, but a tweet ain't a response to an NFL letter from the commissioner, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's two totally different things. And like I said, we ain't stupid. Cap ain't stupid. You know, I feel like going back, this is my personal opinion. Y'all might not agree, but just like what you said about Kodak, he got the wrong people in his camp. I feel like Cap got the wrong people in his camp. If you really for social injustice, you wouldn't be trying to capitalize, no pun intended, because his name is Kaepernick, you know. No
just
pun
like
intended.
I wasn't thinking that.
You know, it's just like, man, I just feel like it's for publicity because I feel like it's for publicity on both sides because number one, Kaepernick didn't have to change the venue when he knew he had multiple.
So you don't agree with that either, right?
I don't agree with that.
You don't agree with that either, right?
Agree with that.
Okay.
The only thing
But at the same time, the NFL wrong as well. Why try to give this man a pro day when nobody plans on signing him this year anyway?
I heard that it wasn't for it wasn't for till next year.
If it's not for this year,
so that's true. It's not for next year.
It's not for this year.
That's what I heard too.
No.
I heard that, but I didn't want to say it.
So it's like, why had this man do all of this at this point in time, at this point in the season in week 11 of the NFL season, if you're not finna bring him on? That's a waste of his time and his camp's time.
Oh, nice.
But at the same time, he also wasted the NFL's time by switching the venue at the last minute to a fucking high school. Yeah. You think he didn't already have his shit planned out and mapped out?
Probably.
This man Cap ain't just call some random high school and say, "Can we come?"
Right.
This nigga like I said, he not a stupid guy.
I'm gonna let Brian talk because he ain't say nothing yet.
The only thing I really gotta say is beggars can't be choosers. And
right.
Going back to what Ryan said, I agree 100%. He don't want to play football. He don't.
So y'all don't think he want to play?
I don't want. I don't.
He just want to be a.
Why do
like
everybody
activist?
Everybody.
I don't know.
At the same time, he don't want to be an activist.
Bro, everybody. Yeah, exactly. You got to pick up on the cues what he's saying too.
Exactly. I was listening to his words.
Like
I didn't really feel like it was genuine.
You got to pick up on how he's saying what he's saying, and to be honest,
the interview seemed a little weird. His interview afterwards seemed a little weird. But I'll say this:
I don't think he wants to play. I honestly don't feel like, bro. I honestly don't feel like Ryan said. I feel like what Ryan said is true. He really football is not on his priority right now.
Nah.
I feel like it's not like that.
It's not his number one priority.
I don't feel like it is. You know, honestly.
And honestly, I feel like the NFL did this shit to just prove to everybody that they wasn't wrong in this situation. That's
the last thing I'm gonna say before we move on to the Let's Talk segment. If Colin Kaepernick does get signed, I hope that he at least I don't know his intentions. I don't know if this is genuine or not. I don't know if he wants to play.
Signed,
I don't know.
You want to know why?
I'm just saying if he gets signed. If he gets signed, he probably won't. I don't believe he will either. Because of everything he just did. He moved the venue. I don't think I don't think any team's going to fuck with him after that because everybody has their own agenda with everything. And just him doing that alone, I think it's like his own protest again. Like he's trying to protest
right.
That's
again.
what it seems. That's what it seems.
This is a perfect example. That's like you trying to get a job somewhere and be like, listen, I really need a job. I want to work. I ain't gonna lie, that tie that you got on right there make you like a bitch ass nigga. That shit ugly as fuck. I don't even like that shit. You like a hoe with that pink ass tie on. But I want a job though. Because like he said, quit hiding from the truth, Roger Goodell. Why would you talk to your future employer like that when you trying to get a job? You trying to get
like
employed?
stop running.
Exactly. It's like
I feel like him changing location and all that was a protest within itself. But
sense.
To be honest, that what he said there, I think it put a nail in the coffin. It justified that. It put the nail in the coffin.
Him moving that venue really killed it for me.
Yeah,
he talking about he don't trust the NFL cameras to be there.
Yeah.
Like, bro,
what are they gonna do, man?
You know what I'm saying, bro?
Then again, the media does create narratives, but I don't know what possibly it could be put.
We've been speaking on it too long. We've been going too long about this shit now. But this is the last thing I'm gonna say. If he does get signed, I hope he might not get signed, but I'm just saying if he does, I hope he signs to a team that is in a good position. Because if he signs to a team that's trash and they do trash, everybody's just gonna say, "Well, we told you he couldn't play," because they're not gonna do shit. If he gets signed to a team like the fucking Dolphins or whoever may be a sorry ass fucking team, he's gonna struggle. He's not gonna do shit, and everybody's gonna say, "We told you this nigga couldn't play. This is why we couldn't sign him." And with everything he at least stood for, I just don't want him to go through that. I don't know if this is a genuine move. Everything he's doing right now, I don't fucking know. I'm not in Colin Kaepernick's mind. I don't talk to him. I don't fucking know. We all don't know if it's genuine or not. We don't know. But this is all just speculation. Everything from what we've seen. I just hope if he does get signed, he does get signed to a team that is okay, where he won't struggle just off the bat. Because like I said, if it's a team like the Dolphins, he's gonna struggle, and everybody's gonna say, "I told you so." Last thing here too, J. Cole, he tweeted. Because he has a strong relationship with Colin Kaepernick. He said yesterday, me thinking the NFL was about to do the right thing with 3 clown emojis. And y'all know J. Cole is my nigga, but J. Cole, I don't know what the fuck you talking about, bro. I literally have no idea what you're talking about because the NFL set up this workout for him. Like Ryan and Brandon just said, the media does create narratives, but what are they going to do? They set up the fucking workout for him in Atlanta. 25 teams were going to fucking come. He changed the shit 1 hour before the workout.
Day of.
The day of. It went from 25 teams to 8 teams. Colin Kaepernick kind of put himself in a hole, Cole. So I really don't know what the fuck you talking about. I know that's your man, and you my mans, but I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I'm just saying, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I don't know why you even tweeted that. But yeah, that's all we gonna say about the Kaepernick shit. So that's all we got for sports, man. That was a good little talk, but we ain't want to spend too much time on it because we finna have an hour and a half right now. So we gonna do the Let's Talk segment, and then we're gonna close out, and that's all we got. So I'm gonna let Brandon go ahead.
All right, guys. We got here on the Let's Talk segment today. We're gonna be talking about implementing ideas. Now, this is something I've been wanting to talk about for a while. So in the previous weeks, we talked about the importance of saving money and your mindset. Those both, I feel like we're doing this in sequence, essentially. So essentially, your mindset needs to be proper first, and you need to start being wiser with your money as far as that, making sense when it comes to spending and budgeting and whatnot. So this kind of leads up to what I want to get into today, which is implementing ideas and the importance of that. Now, a lot of people, they're kind of cloudy when I say that implementing what ideas. I don't have any ideas. You may not have ideas right now, but there's stuff that you can think about and stuff that you can change, anything that you can work around as far as society go, and think of ideas as far as what you can make a business out of, what you can facilitate kind of growth in a field. Everybody starts somewhere with ideas, and I feel like that's something that everybody needs to think about as they go throughout their day, because it's what I think about, it's what he thinks about, and I'm pretty sure it's what Ryan thinks about. But ideas, I feel like, just like I'm gonna tell you right now, ideas stay ideas if you don't take action to them. Mm-hmm. So we talked about the mindset, we talked about the money. Now it's implementing, the ideas,
the actual idea, the ideas, fucking doing it,
taking the steps and doing it, because you need to take that first step and try to do these kind of things and fail or succeed. Either or. Failing is more important, essentially. I'll explain why in a later podcast. But it's essential for you to learn. But you need to be writing down things and brainstorming what you want to do and what industry you kind of want to lean toward, and just anything in general. Everything starts with a question. So that's kind of what I want to go into here. Pretty much is like formulating a plan and writing down your ideas on what you want to kind of do, and it starts from something as small as, okay, say I want to make crafts, say I want to make beads, say I want to make bracelets, say I want to buy stuff on for a cheaper price and sell it online and make money and reinvest my profit. Stuff from that kind of a small scale and making a little bit profit at a time will help you facilitate growth in stuff when you get bigger and bigger. You can't just, hey, I wanna sell houses right now. Like, I want to invest all my money right now into houses. That's not how it works. You have to take it in small steps. If you don't know how to invest $5, what makes you think that you're going to be able to invest $10,000, $20,000, $100K? That's not how it works. You have to take it in steps. That's why I said it's important for you guys to start start facilitating ideas and thinking of ideas like at a early stage and writing them down. So that way you can try things at a early stage, see if they fail, see if it works out, what can you do with it, and where can it go. So what do y'all think about that? As far as implementing ideas and how...
I was going to let you talk because we're going too long. That's why I was just going to let you take it, honestly.
I mean, that's kind of...
Yeah, no, I feel everything you said, though. To piggyback off you said, I feel like I agree with everything you said. The only reason I want to say too much is because the episode's going to be too long. But, what'd you say? You going to talk about failing in a later podcast? Right?
Well, essentially what I want to say about failing real quick is if you don't fail early on, failing is more important than success, because once you get a feel of failure and what it feels like, you'll get better and better. You'll learn what to do, what not to do, what to look out for, what are the warning signs, what you should be doing better. Yeah. That right there in the aspect of making money and facilitating like growth and whatnot, financially and mentally, it'll help you, because you have to fail. You have to.
I know what I was gonna say. As far as implementing ideas, the main thing that people say all the time is take action. Don't be all talk and don't do shit. If you got an idea and you just scared to just take that leap because you're just afraid of the unknown, because that's man's biggest fear of the unknown. Do the shit. Stop talking. Stop asking questions. Stop trying to get different opinions on bunch of fucking different people so they can fuck up your mind. And somebody tells you one thing, you'll be like, oh, well, that might not be a good idea. Just do it. What Shia LaBeouf said, just do it. Just fucking do it, nigga. Just do it.
That's all.
Just do it.
That's all I had to really.
But no, let's do it for real. Don't listen to nobody. Just do it. Stop fucking talking. Take action. Just fucking do it. That's the main thing about fucking ideas. Implementing ideas is gonna take you to do it. All the talking, you just wasting fucking time. Even when we did this shit with the podcast, we could have been taking more and more time. We was gonna do the podcast with a girl. She backed out last minute. We could have just fucking kept taking our time. Oh, we don't know what we gonna do now. We might as well not even do it no more because she don't want to do it.
We started that day.
Just do it. Just do the shit. We 21 episodes in now. That's all I got to say, man. That's it. You got something next week? Let's talk.
Nah, I'll think of something during the week. It's probably gonna be good. We're gonna do everything in sequence, so.
Yeah, so we'll probably get back to the Q&A this week. We didn't want to get into it because we knew this episode was going to be long. But yeah, so that's all we got, man. That's all we got. Like and subscribe. Like I said earlier, subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on SoundCloud. We appreciate everybody listening, especially if you made it this far into the episode, man. Appreciate Ryan for coming through, my nigga. We really appreciate you, bro. This was a good episode,
y'all, man.
We've really been doing good on we've had a lot of good episodes, man. But this episode today I think this is one of the best ones, man. As always, y'all, stay motivated, stay inspired. What else was I gonna say? Audio will come out tomorrow, Tuesday. Video will be up on YouTube on Wednesday. I am P. Next to me is my nigga Brandon. That is Ryan over there. He'll be on more podcasts in the future. We might have a guest next week. Like, we've been trying to get a female on here, y'all. It just hasn't worked out like we wanted it to. We're trying to get another female on here to get more female perspective because a lot of our perspectives, of course, are all male perspectives. So, yeah, most of our podcasts. Well, I think we only had like 1 or 2 episodes with females on it, maybe 1. But yeah, we gonna get that going forward, y'all. We appreciate y'all listening. This is episode 21, the Insist for the podcast. We appreciate y'all. We will be back next Tuesday. We out. This nigga, I knew this nigga was gonna do that.